Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to show you an introduction to Python. So you can use any Python, okay, actually no, first let me tell you who would get the most benefit out of this. So I suggest people who have done coding like Scratch or something easy before, so that they know like what variables are, like what if-then statements are. So then else, no, yeah. So first let me, I've opened repo.it. You can open, actually no, I'm just gonna let you go in here. So basically, this is repo.it. Just type in repo.it on your browser and it'll show this. Click on, oh, you have to sign in first. I'm already signed in, so. So, Billion Rebel. And these always have funny names, so if you want, you can, I suggest you send them through the comments section below. So, yeah, so the first thing we're gonna do is see what this is. No, this is the place where we can type stuff, like our code. And then this is the place where everything will run. So, yeah. So let's get started. First thing is print statement. This you always have to do. Okay, and then once you've got that, if it's a string, you have to put this. If it's a string or integer, then you're gonna have to put this. If it's like an actual like if it's a actual like string, integer, or float that you're actually like putting in this, then you have to put this. If it's like a variable name, then you don't have to put this. So first one I'm going to teach you is the print statement. So what you do is this, and then you can, whatever you type, let's say hello world. Hello world. No. And then it'll work for everything. Next, what we want to do is so we can print variables. Let's say HW for hello world. Or no, literally HW. And then you can say, and then for strings you have to put it this way. For integers you can just like put it like that way. And then for floats you can do this like it's still same. Now what we can do is we can say HW is equal to hello world. And let's change this to HW. It has to be outside the quotes because it's the name of a variable. No, now what we just change it to a different one. Let's say Jahaan. See? Now what you have to learn is concatenation. Well, what we can do is is what we can do is what we can say print hello, and then hello. Ah. Wait, hold on. So yeah, so that's what we can do, and then it'll work. Hello, John. But but it's showing like a double space. Now there are two ways to change that. Number one is just taking out the space here. That'll work. Or second way is to change this to plus. But I like the other way better, where take out the space, because really, I mean, like if you let's say 2 plus HW, 2 comma HW. See, it'll work, but we do 2 plus HW. It says unsupported operand type for as for concatenating int and string. So I like the other way better. So yeah, this can concatenate like anything. So now what you can learn is the input thing. So I'm gonna say we can delete all this. Let's say so but we have to set it to a variable. We can't name it input because that's like a keyword word, but you can name it input 1. Your favorite. And then we have to put this. And when we run it, it gives us a place to type. Then what we can do is you can so then we can let's say we we'll copy this. Input 2. Where's your favorite? Nah. I'm just doing like one. I just do like another one. I'm not actually like writing like yet. Oops. So then what we can do next, what you learn is what you would learn. What actually? So I'm just gonna then do this. So I'm just showing you inputs. Input 2, which means they're both the same thing. So you see when we type, let's say, oof, I'm gonna say Cheetos, and then let's say, I'm just going to say something. other than she does. See, it won't do anything. But when we say, I'm just gonna run it again, and then when we say for both of the things there, when we say the same thing for both of them things, so we can, based on that, we can like see what their input is. So yeah, you got inputs. Now for you to learn the if statement. So let's just, so this is gonna be part of our mini project, like finding. So we're gonna see if we're gonna check if oh, actually no, let's first get over all of this in time. If, let me see, what's, yeah, so actually, you know what, no, let's do the if statements last, so when we're actually building a project. No, I'm just gonna show you the syntax. If, so what you do is you always say if, and let's just say a is equal to 2. If a is equal to, this is what you do to say equal to when you do 2 equal signs, and then this is what you do to say not equal to. Or greater than, or less than, or greater than and equal to, or equal to. Stick with equal to. A is equal to, let's say 2, yeah. Print so print, let's say, I'm just gonna say A. And then what we can do is we can say else if it's not 2, we're going to say, B. But isn't it a little like, or let's say C. But what if we want like a third thing? I mean, if and else is like it makes sense. But what if there was like an else if? Oh, there is. Lots of this. If A is equal to 3. Prime B. So there we go. Now we know it's always gonna do this, but why don't we change it to input? I'm gonna say, what is your favorite now let's test. What is your favorite number? Well, I'd love it to be 3. See, you see, do you know why that's not working? I hope this works. You see, you can say when you want it to be you want to turn it into like actually like it'll show a number, but it'll still be a string. What we do is to make it an integer, input. B. Because if it's a string, the number, if it's a string, we said the number should be an int, like an integer. So if we don't wanna put this int, then what you can always do is we can say 2. And yeah. Next is the while loops. While a, so what we can do is, let me just, so basically what we can do is if we wanna to like repeat something like a bunch of times, let's just say what we can do is to make something repeats all the time, and like not like all the time, but like repeat for a certain amount of times. We'll use a repeat block in Scratch, but won't work. So I'm just gonna say gonna say B is equal to false. Oops, B is equal to false. So yeah, then what we can do is we can put a while loop. While, right now, let's make B 1. While B is not equal to 5. Okay, we have to say 6 though if we want it to repeat 5 times, because it's just gonna. And then we can put all of this inside, but isn't this just gonna repeat forever? Like, well, if you want to do that, you can, but if you wanted to repeat for this much for 5 times, keep this at 6. And what you can do is you say B is equal to B, the old B, plus 1. So it repeats. So repeat until B is equal to 6. So because it's like while B is not equal to 6. So yeah, now time to last thing before we get out of this video. Or no, we don't need to get out of this video. I mean, like, haven't decided yet. So we last what we can do is we can have functions. Wait, hold on. Okay. Now what we can do is I'm just gonna like just take this out for a second. And then what you can put like, and then we can say define. Okay, so I know this is a bad spot to end, but we'll do the rest in part 2, and we'll make our project. So, bye guys.